every city, on every street, we see the same damn thing that Thomas Paine saw over 200 years ago. Mind-blowing wealth right next to gut-wrenching poverty. He called it what it was: dead and living bodies chained together. Thomas Paine, one of America's founding fathers, had a solution that would blow your mind. He didn't just sit around wringing his hands about inequality. He proposed something revolutionary. Giving everyone a basic income not out of charity, but out of justice. Thomas Paine understood something fundamental. Before we carved up the earth with property lines and fences, every human being had a birthright to the wealth of nature. When we created private property, boom, most people lost that inheritance. Civilization has created incredible wealth, but it's also created incredible poverty. It's not just sad, it's unjust. As Thomas Paine put it, civilization should have made everyone better off, not worse. Instead, we've got a system where people are born into ridiculous wealth, while others can barely survive. What was Thomas Paine's solution? Make the system pay back what it took. His plan was brilliant in simplicity. Give everyone a chunk of money when they turn 21. Provide a basic income to everyone over 50. Fund it by taxing inherited wealth. Why? Because that's our fucking birthright. It's not charity. It's compensation for what civilization took away. Fast forward to today, we're richer than ever, but inequality is off of the charts. AI and automation is all coming for your jobs. Climate change is threatening resources. Thomas Paine's ideas aren't just relevant, they're urgent. We can keep pretending this system is working the way it is, or we can admit what Thomas Paine figured out centuries ago. A society that creates both spectacular wealth and crushing poverty is fundamentally broken. And fixing it isn't about charity, it's about justice. We have the resources, we have the technology. What we need now is the courage to do what Thomas Paine proposed. Ensure that everyone has a stake in civilization's wealth. As Thomas Paine said, an army of principles will penetrate where an army of soldiers cannot. It's time for a revolution in how we think about poverty, because at the end of the day, we can't build a truly civilized society until we ensure that everyone has enough to live with dignity, not as a handout, but as a right. That's not just Thomas Paine's vision, that's justice.